Welcome to Examhood. Today we want to look at a very key topic in biology, which is diffusion and osmosis. First of all, let's look at diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of molecules or substances from the region of higher concentration to that of lower concentration until the molecules are evenly distributed. And diffusion can be seen both in living things and non-living things. There are factors that can affect diffusion, and the first one is concentration gradients. There must be difference in concentration gradient. The other side should be higher, while the other side should be lower. That is when diffusion can take place. If there is no difference in concentration gradient, diffusion cannot take place. Another one is the state of the matter. The state of the matter. You know, we have three states of matter, which is solid, liquid, and gas. So diffusion is higher in gaseous state or phase than the liquid state and the solid state. It's lowest or least in the solid state. Then the next factor that can affect diffusion is temperature. The higher the temperature, the higher the rate of diffusion. Then another factor that affects diffusion is the size of the molecule. So diffusion is said to be higher in when the molecules are smaller than when we have bigger molecules. So these are the factors that can affect diffusion. So the next subtopic under diffusion is we want to look at the importance of diffusion in plants and animals. First of all, let's look at the importance of diffusion in animals. In animals, diffusion is seen by the passage of nutrients and oxygen from the mother to the fetus through the placenta. The food molecules or the food substances and oxygen will just diffuse from the mother through the placenta into the unborn baby. So that's one importance of diffusion in animals. Another one is the exchange of gases between the mammalian lungs and the environment. You know that during respiration, oxygen goes in. Man breathes or takes in oxygen. Human beings takes in oxygen and sends out carbon dioxide through the lungs. So these gases, they diffuse. Oxygen will diffuse through the lungs into the cells, while carbon dioxide will diffuse out and it is excreted out of the body. Then the last importance of diffusion in animals is the exchange of gas in unicellular organisms. You know, unicellular organisms, they have large surface area to volume ratio. So gases and other nutrients, they diffuse from the environment, such as water body, through the plasma membrane of this unicellular organism into the body of these organisms, and other substances or waste products, they diffuse out of the body of this unicellular organism. So these are the importance of diffusion in animals. Now let's look at the importance of diffusion in plants. One important of diffusion in plant is the entry of the movement of carbon dioxide from the environment, from the atmosphere, into the plants through the stomata of the leaves during what? During photosynthesis. You know that during photosynthesis, plants they make use of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to manufacture their food. So this carbon dioxide will just diffuse through the stomata. The stomata is a small opening in the leaves of these plants where this gas diffuse into the plant. So through diffusion, this photosynthesis carbon dioxide that is diffused, or it moves from the atmosphere into the plant or into the leaves of the plant through the stomata, and that is facilitated. That happens through diffusion. Then another importance of diffusion in plants is the movement of oxygen into the leaves. The movement of oxygen into the leaf through the stomata during what? Respiration. During respiration, oxygen moves into the leaf. You understand? Plants make use of oxygen just like human beings. So this oxygen will move into the leaf through the stomata through what? Diffusion. Then another importance of diffusion in plant again is the leaving of water vapor from the surface of the leaf into the atmosphere, and that is transpiration. So water vapor from the surface of the leaf, they diffuse or they move into the atmosphere through what? Through diffusion. So these are the importance of diffusion in both plants and animals. Then like I said earlier, diffusion can also occur in non-living things. Examples of or importance of diffusion in non-living things is the spread of perfumes. You know, when you apply your perfume, it will spread around your body, or even somebody is passing by you, the person will perceive the odor of the perfume. It is through diffusion. So it is moving from your body, which is the region of higher concentration, to that of the lower concentration, that such that somebody that is far from you can actually perceive the odor. Then another importance of diffusion in nature is the spread of insecticide in a room. You know, when you use your insecticide, those chemicals that kill pests or insects, when you apply it in one part of your room, it to spread through diffusion to other parts of the room. Even no matter how interior that place is, it can penetrate or it can spread there, so that it will be able to eliminate or kill the insects that are in the room. Then another one is the release of gas through the anus, what some people will call it a mess, you understand? So these are the importance of diffusion in both plants, both animals, and in nature. Thank you very much. See you in our next video. Bye.